Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my channel Knowledge Elevation. So today in this video we will learn about adverbs, its clue words, modifications, types, forms and its positions. So let's start with its definitions and with examples. So what are adverbs? Adverbs describes an action verbs, or it tells you more about a verb, or it also tells you how, where or when an action happens. For instance, I ate my dinner quickly. Over here, quickly tells us how an action happens. That is, quickly describes an action word ate. Secondly, Sam sees many puppies outside. In this example, outside tells us where the action happens. That is, outside describes the action word see. So, number one, it tells you how, and this example tells you where an action happens. Number three, my father came home late. Here, late tells us when the action happens. That is, late describes an action word came. So it tells you when an action happens. Hope it's clear up till here. Now coming towards its clue words. Whenever you see any sentence and you will find these words in those sentences or sentence, then it means that these are the adverbs. For instance, the clue words are daily, somewhere, quickly, everywhere, calmly, regularly, now, nowhere, freely, silently, near, soon, etc. These are the clue words which are mostly found in the sentence. So these are the adverbs. So some people might get confused between adverbs and adjectives. Well, adverbs describes a verb, while adjectives describes a noun. Adverbs never describes a noun. For instance, I ate a heavy meal. So over here in this example, heavy describes a noun, meal. Heavy describes a noun, meal. So heavy is an adjective. Sometimes we add ly to an adjective to get an adverb, but it is not necessary. For instance, the dress is elegant. So over here in this example, an adjective describes the noun dress. So this is an adjective because it is describing the noun. So this will be an adjective. In the second example, she dresses elegantly. Here in this example, elegantly is an adverb, describes a verb dresses. So this example shows that this word is an adverb because the verb is telling more about a noun, and over here we are telling you the quality of a dress, right? Whenever you will find the quality of anything, then that is an adverb. Or if you will find more information about a verb, then that will be an adverb. So moving towards the modifications of adverb, sometimes adverbs also modifies adjectives. For instance, Tammy looks really beautiful in that dress. Tammy looks really beautiful in that dress. Over here, really modifies the adjective beautiful. It tells us how much beautiful she is looking. Secondly, Glenn went to the beach yesterday. In this example, yesterday shows that when Glenn went to the beach. So, over here in this example, it is telling you the time when. Number 3, I sometimes drink coffee in the morning. In this example, sometimes shows that how often I drink coffee in the morning. So it is telling you the frequency, that how often. So you see all the different things that adverbs can do, and based on these functions or jobs that they do, adverbs are divided into 5 common types. Number 1, adverbs of manner. Number 2, adverbs of degree. Number 3, adverb of place. Number 4, adverbs of time. And number 5, adverbs of frequency. So number 1, adverbs of manner. It tells us how an action happens. So that is in what way the action happens, how the action happens. For instance, well, angrily, loudly, quietly. So these are the words which shows you the manner of anything. For instance, he is shouting angrily. So how he is shouting? He is shouting angrily. So over here, angrily word is showing the manner of the person. So this is adverb of manner. He is speaking loudly in the class. How he is speaking? He is speaking loudly. So over here, the word loudly shows the manner of that person. Right? So this is adverb of manner. Moving toward the second type, which is adverbs of degree, it tells us how much. How much. For instance, very good, really strong, extremely, really, very, etc. So these are the words which shows the degree of anything. For instance, the soldiers are really strong, or the soldiers are very brave. So this example is showing you the degree of the soldiers, that how much they are strong or how much they are brave. They are really brave or they are really strong. Number 2, or you can also say that Sarah is extremely beautiful. So this example shows you that how much beautiful Sarah is. She's extremely beautiful. So over here in this example, extremely is the adverb of degree, because it is telling you the figure how much. Number 3 type, adverbs of place. It tells us where an action happens. For instance, here, there, somewhere, nearby, upstairs, etc. So these words are indicating the place, where, the point. For instance, if I say, where is Sarah? And you say, Sarah is upstairs. So over here, you're saying that Sarah is upstairs. It is telling you the place where she is present. She is present upstairs. So over here, it is telling you the adverb of place. Or if someone says you, where do you live? And I say, I live in Islamabad. So it means that I'm telling you the place, I'm telling you the area where I live. So this is the adverb of place, because it is telling you where I am or where I am doing any action or where the action happens. Number 4, adverb of time. It tells us when an action happened. For instance, yesterday, today, recently, already, still, etc. So these are the words which tells you the time, that when an action happened. For instance, Ali went to zoo yesterday. So over here, what did you notice that When Ali went to the zoo? Yesterday. So over here, yesterday shows you the time. So it is the adverb of time. Number 5, adverbs of frequency. So what is an adverb of frequency? It tells us how often an action happens or how many times an action happens. For instance, always, usually, often, sometimes, never, etc. So these are the clue words of adverbs of frequency. For instance, if I say, I brush my teeth twice a day. So how often you brush your teeth? Twice a day. So this is the adverb of frequency. Or I always go to school. So over here always shows the adverb of frequency. Now, there are also many other types of adverbs. For instance, adverbs of opinion, linking or connecting adverbs. And adverb of opinion includes fortunately, personally, sadly. These help us to express our point of view. Whereas linking and connecting adverbs includes moreover, however, therefore, etc. So these types are not usually used. The important types which are always used, I have discussed them before. So let's start the forms of adverbs. So there are two forms of adverbs. Number 1, comparative adverbs, and number 2 is superlative adverbs. In comparative adverbs, we usually compare one thing to the other thing. We mostly do the comparison between different things or two persons. So this is comparative adverbs. For instance, can you please speak more loudly? Number 2, adults learn things less quickly than children do. So both of these examples have comparative adverbs. In the first example, we have added more. We have added more to the adverb loudly, and it becomes a comparative that modifies the verb speak. In the same way, example number 2, adults learn less quickly than children do. That means children learn more quickly and adults learn less quickly. So over here, the comparative adverb less quickly modifies the verb, right? Coming toward the superlative adverbs. So superlative adverbs, when we compare 3 or more people, places or things, then that is used to state that the action performed is to the highest degree within a group or of its kind. So this is called as superlative adverbs. For instance, Sarah works hardest of all students, or Sarah loves chocolates the most. Both of these sentences have superlative adverbs. In the first sentence, we have added est along with the word hard, right? And it becomes a superlative because that modifies the verb works. The word hardest is modifying the verb works. So this is a superlative adverb. In the same way, the sentence number 2, Sarah loves chocolates the most. That means Sarah loves chocolates than anything. So over here the word most is modifying the verb loves. So over here the most is modifying the verb love. So this is a superlative degree. Sometimes we add er and est in this er in the comparative adverbs and est in the superlative adverbs. For instance, that chair is harder than the table. Over here, the word harder shows that this is comparative adverb because chair is compared with the table. The chair is harder than the table, right? And over here, ESD, we have discussed that example before. So coming towards the positions of the adverbs, there are three possible positions of an adverb: beginning position, middle position, and end position. Starting with the beginning position, hopefully my wife will be waiting for me at the airport. The adverb is hopefully. It shows my opinion or how I feel, how I hope, or it is at the beginning or in the initial position. So this means that the adverb is at the start of the sentence or the clause or before the subject, right? So this is the beginning position of an adverb because it is showing us the position, it is showing us the opinion, and it is present at the start of a sentence. Number 2 is middle position. I often travel to San Francisco. I am still working on my report. In these examples, the adverbs are in the middle position. That is, between subject and the main verb. In the first example, the adverb often comes directly after I. The word often comes directly after I and before the verb travel. In the next example, the verb still comes after the helping verb am and before the main verb working. This is still called the middle position because it is not at the middle or at the end. So this is the middle position of an adverb. Coming towards the last but not the least position. For example, she danced beautifully. The adverb comes at the end of the sentence or clause. Over here, beautifully is the adverb present at the end of a sentence or a clause. So this is the end position of a verb, of an adverb. Hope the concept of adverbs are cleared to you now. If you have any query, please do write in the comments section. If you like the video, please do give your thumbs up, share it with your friends, write your views in the comments section, and also subscribe my channel along with the bell. So this is the end of my video. Please stay tuned to my channel for the upcoming informative videos. Till then, Allah Hafiz.